The other question that came in is how should you use LinkedIn for marketing? Now, one of the things that I normally tell people is that one of the things that is happening currently in the online space is actually LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a platform but it's especially good for people that are doing B2B. If you know that you need to talk to a CEO, you need to talk to a marketer, you need to talk to a manager, you need to talk to an administrator, then those are people that are located on LinkedIn. If you know that your products, your services connect very well to the corporate people, then LinkedIn is a place for you. If you know that you have a shop out there, I mean, it's a local shop and you have no plans of delivery or anything, then LinkedIn is not a place for you. But if you know that you have a product that connects very well with corporates, with people that understand, with people that look like LinkedIn, people that look like they have a profile on LinkedIn, then LinkedIn is a platform for you. The question people are asking is how? The biggest question I want to respond to here is how should we use LinkedIn for marketing? Again, I'll respond by telling you that get into the habit of content creation. Now, I've been studying trends for a long time. I looked at a platform called TikTok that is coming in lately. Now, the rate of content creation and content consumption on TikTok is actually high. People are creating videos at a terrible speed, at a terrible rate. And people are consuming this content at a high rate as well. Then I went and checked out on Twitter is actually very high, and the rate of content consumption on Twitter is high. Every time people are tweeting. I mean, it's becoming the in thing, The news today are going to show something funny and people are going to cut that out, share it on Twitter, and it's going to go viral in no minute because the rate of content creation, the trends show us that when it comes to Twitter, the rate of content creation and content consumption is actually very high. Sometimes I've tested this in my natural methods, whereby I'll publish a post on LinkedIn and watch it. In about 5 minutes, the post has actually gone because so many content is coming every minute, every second. Now I went again and I paid attention to the trends, to the content consumption trends in a space called Facebook. There it's fairly good. People are creating content, but when it comes to Facebook, for some reason, people are creating content like once or twice a day and doing a lot of consumption, reading. I actually even went ahead and looked at content consumption on a platform called WhatsApp. And when you look at WhatsApp, what happens on WhatsApp is that so many people are not even updating their statuses, but they're in the business of consuming that content. Now I'm getting into this thing, but I'm getting back to LinkedIn. What I found out when it comes to LinkedIn is that the rate of content creation on LinkedIn is actually very low, but the rate of consumption is high. So many people have registered on LinkedIn, but for some reason they think that on LinkedIn you get there and as a professional you have to be checking it every day to see whether you could update your CV, update your profile, so that maybe one time you're going to get a gig, maybe one time you're going to get a job, maybe one time someone is actually going to look out for you. But as they are busy checking their LinkedIn every day, they are scrolling in the feed. As they are scrolling in the feed, they are consuming more content, but majority of people are not actually thinking. They're not thinking of creating content on LinkedIn. They feel like for them they've been wired to create content on Instagram, because Instagram is as simple as taking a beautiful photo and put it on your Instagram page. Facebook is as simple as taking photos of your birthday, of your kid's birthday, of your wife's birthday, and you're posting that. When it gets to Twitter, Twitter used to be a professional network. It used to be highly respected. But lately, when someone finds a funny thing, they are thinking of tweeting. Now when they get to a platform called LinkedIn, they all freeze because they've been in the habit of creating substantial content. Unsubstantial content. They've been in the habit of creating laissez-faire content, and they look at LinkedIn, they're like, man, this is a community for professionals. I'm not going to put my content there. Maybe I'm not even worthy to put content there. So the reason why getting back to the question of how should we use LinkedIn for marketing, is that recognizing that the rate of content consumption is high and content creation is low presents an opportunity for you and me. That is where Facebook was in 2009, in 2010, where people kind of were trying to figure out things. People were in the process of adopting it. Things are going to change on LinkedIn probably in the next 2 years, probably in the next 10 years, probably in the next, I don't know, in the next 5 years. But currently we are in the virgin stages, in the early stages of LinkedIn. So if you're asking a question on how you're going to market on LinkedIn, it's all going to be embedded in one thing: share and share and share as much valuable content as possible to connect with your target audience that is located there, because these guys are simply in the habit of consuming content. So that is it for this question. I look forward to sharing with you more on another episode.